Well, yeah, but keep it wide. Get there, it's another shot, but I want it wide and wide.
Say hi. Come on then. Run, run. Bit more, bit more. Yeah, good start.
Never know. Because
Come on. Yeah, good. Never. Yep.
Or just run.
So welcome to the Guernsey Indoor Bowls, where we've just started this mixed pairs match at the 2024 World Bowls Indoor Championships. We've got a good one coming up, Jersey versus Malaysia. So Jersey, Derek Boswell, Lindsay Grecian against Farah Abdullah and Isat. That's easy for me to pronounce.
Yep.
Zudkepler. And I won't be saying that bit again. I'm just going to call him Isat, because I can't seem to get my teeth around that one, no matter how many times I say it.
Steady. Steady, steady, steady.
Good. That's it. Come on. You're right.
So good wood from Lindsay there. First one was only just short, second one's on it. was probably a couple down. Malaysia will be searching for that wood, I think. Or is that already showing you can play all the shots? So just a fraction under the line, but lovely weight for the job. Does give Lindsay Grecian from Jersey a foot or so to try and get shot, or to try and get another shot.
Looks like it. Well played.
You can hear Buzz the lead, certainly appreciated that. Said it was close again. They've just gone up to have a quick discussion where to put the jack, and now mark the 2 up on the board.
Drop down. Good start, Buzz. Well done. Good.
So Jersey going a lot shorter for this one. I know their green is a bit heavier than ours, so wondered if they'd go long, but they like the short. So if that's what you want, if that's what you find, then all good.
Now start to move. Come on then. Down you come. Yeah, it's good. Well done.
So these championships, we got 58 players, 30 countries playing mixed pairs and singles. So a week full of good bowls. Looking forward to it. A couple of days in, and seen some good matches around. If you are in Guernsey, suggest you come down. There is a cafe where you can get tea and coffee. Next door you can go and get a sandwich or wrap or whatever you feel like, a little light bite. There is refreshments upstairs, bar. If orange juice is your tipple. But more importantly, come and see the top players in the flesh. The best in the world. You can soak up the atmosphere or even be part of the atmosphere. It'd be good to see you. And if you're watching online, it'd be good to find out where you're listening from. we know people are watching from around the world for the different events. So we'll give a country a shout out. So not quite so tight on that head. Bit of room. But Malaysia holding one there.
Thought you were taking it with you. Jack's at level now, the jack and the shot.
How many second shots do we have?
Yeah, well, if you turn the jack and get it whatever you see from there.
So far, Jersey, they won their first game against Hungary and Israel combination. So if you send a man and a woman to this event, you get paired together. If you only send one or the other, then you'll get put together as a composite team with another country. So that was Hungary and Israel. So Jersey won that one. And on the second one, Malaysia in that first one, they were defeated by Sweden and Guernsey. That was another composite team. In round 2, Jersey again won against Malta, and Malaysia lost again against Norfolk Islands. So a tough start for Malaysia, and Jersey have gone very well so far. And then this is round 3. So where does that put them in the groups, I hear you say? Jersey are currently second. So Sweden-Guernsey combination have played an extra game. They played a bit earlier, but they're on the top of the group. Jersey second with 2 wins, so very close. They can overtake Sweden-Guernsey if they win with their game in hand. And Malaysia 5th, but they're still in with a shout. And I've got a correction there. So that very first game, I said Malaysia lost to Sweden-Guernsey. They actually won that one on the tie-break. Sweden-Guernsey were defeated by Malaysia. Well, a couple of good bowls on the from Isat. Jersey on their own length didn't really nail it, so left themselves in a bit of trouble. I think that was 3, just waiting for it to go on the board. Yep, that's going on the board as 3. So that makes it Jersey 2, Malaysia 3 after 2 ends. So slightly looser end from Jersey, but it's tightened up the game. So it's good to be streaming here, streaming live to the World Bowls Facebook site and YouTube site, and also to the Guernsey Indoor Bowling YouTube site. And if you are interested in the other game, you have over on Rink 5, ladies singles, Pian Lai from Macau against Taylor Bruce from New Zealand. That is a static streaming, so there won't be any commentary on that, but if you're interested in your fellow countryman, friend, or just someone a player you want to keep an eye on, you can go over to Rink 5 on the Guernsey Indoor Bowling YouTube. So good to see a positive note on the streaming. Enjoying it from Foster, Victoria in Australia. Glad to see you enjoying the streaming.
Come on then. Pass it. Pass it, Buzz. Hey. Let's give it up. Over walking. Round. I do it.
So not quite nailed it for Farah. 2 inches just out the back of the camera. Just a bit heavy.
Your weight wasn't too
But
bad.
holding shot.
Not past yours.
Well, as you could hear from Lindsay, Buzz's weight was good. He was just a bit tight, so he got wrecked on his own. So the only correction is a bit of line, that's all. It's good to have the sound from the cameras. It means you can hear what the players are saying. Well, ever so slightly tight still from Buzz, but thinner contact on his own, so managed to slide up. Would have been right up to the jack without that touch.
I like that again, Connie. Their bowl's jack eye, very close to shot for one down. Your bowl's good too. Yeah, through it. Same as your last bowl.
Well, Lindsay's pinched her land there, but she might force Isaac to play a bit more weight. He does have everything just behind. Oh, well, clipped it instead of carried it, but he's holding one. can see where they're just marking the toucher, just to the left of centre.
Probably 2. Yeah, 2.
You have the tee, right?
Which way am I playing?
So Buzz is saying 2 down.
Yeah. Probably 2 down, Connie. That's got the right margin.
It's a yard between the second shot and the shot, which is about...
Just move that camera a bit for you.
Well, yes you can, but that's probably in your way. But it is drawable. You draw down there after that as well. Here's the result. You play that. You play that. Draw to that.
I couldn't quite get down, but another second. So just saying it's about 15 inches away. Definitely room to get in. Similar draw for Lindsay.
Even if I try and sit off my own, it might be a shot.
Come on, all the way.
Well, Buzz is interested. Ooh. Ever so slightly tight. Conceded 1. So Malaysia sent the jack a bit far, comes back. Jersey get a go. See if they'll play the shorter one again. That was their chosen length last time, but they didn't do quite so well on it. Did they just have they put it down to just being a slightly not so good end, or? Well, they put it a bit further.
start, Buzz. Order.
So joining me in the commentary is Josh Bunsell.
Yeah, back in the rabbit hutch for another session. Looking forward to this one. Jersey against Malaysia.
Did you have a nice sandwich?
It was, yes, thank you. Quick sandwich, quick bit of fresh air outside.
I'm jealous.
You had a sandwich, was it not nice? Oh, you've had a quarter of a sandwich. As long as it's not tuna, that would make the hutch smell interestingly.
No, you're alright on that one.
I might make myself tuna tomorrow.
All this talk of food, Alan doing the camera is thinking, I've had none of that. So at least I've had a bite of my sandwich.
I'll grab the fruitcake after.
He's going for the fruitcake after.
To be fair, it's Monday if you got to feed yourself. Eh?
It'll match the two in here.
Very good.
So both the skips came off a good win yesterday evening. Malaysia beat Norfolk Island's Geordie Jones, and Jersey's Lindsay Gresham beat Scotland's Julie Forrest.
So we'll try and keep you updated across the board as well. 6 games going on, various games, some mixed pairs, some singles. So over on rink 1, so next door to our streaming rink, you'll see mixed pairs of Israel-Hungary versus Malta. On rink 3, so the other side of our streaming rink, you've got Hong Kong against Japan in the ladies singles, and rink 4, Botswana France lady singles, and then rink 5, Macau New Zealand lady singles, and rink 6, another group of the lady singles, Canada Jamaica. So that rink 5, if you are interested in Macau New Zealand, you can keep track of the Guernsey Indoor Bowling Field as well, where there's a static stream showing the rink. So you'll be able to keep track of what they're doing there. So same as last time down this way with the shorter jack. Nobody's nailed it.
Same bowl, big tap, yeah. Go on. Good track. Yeah, you can. Just got to pass the yellow there.
So Isaac's bowl made it through to the jack for Shotwood. Lindsay now looking just to drop around it. Any contact be good. Buzz has stood in the way unfortunately, but looks like she's pushed the shot bowl through. Still remains shot though.
How far is the shot?
So that was 2 to Malaysia still. It's gone up on the scoreboard. So that makes it 6-2 to Malaysia. Haven't quite settled down to how they were playing yesterday. Neither team.
What do you think?
So I'd expect as the game goes on, they'll get that just a bit closer.
Yep, good. Done.
Good opening bowl there from Farrell, resting up to the jack. Puts the pressure on straight away. We have seen it in a few games this morning where it's taken a few ends just to adjust the speed of the rink and really start to get close to the jack.
And then. Good start, well done.
Don't do it. Big camera.
The pair from Jersey, just across the water, have played on this rink quite a lot over the last few years, coming across for Channel Island finals or interinsulars on a fairly regular basis each year. So not unfamiliar with the surface, certainly more familiar than all of the other countries that are attending.
Yep.
Just on that.
Another good bowl.
Yeah.
So Buzz is always a very deliberate player with his delivery. It's not intentional. It does slow the game down slightly.
Run now. Come on, boys, run on. Right up. Right up.
That's a good meter and a half there.
Well done. Very good.
Yeah, I reckon. It's a nice slide in there.
Kamu berapa? Cepat pulang. Cantik.
Yeah, Zoe.
Yep, good. Maybe.
Just drifting through there,
That's
not a
enough.
bad bowl, put something behind.
Looks on a high side. It does come back a long way. We get back quite enough in time.
And again, Joe, wait, great.
Just drifted around a bit.
Right back door, right? That's good again. Yeah, Joe. Good.
Really good draw there by Isaac, managing to find the jack, pushing it back to Farah's bowl, so to Malaysia there, I believe.
The short bowl's about 3 inches in front of it, direct in line. That's jack high. So yeah, you can play away there if you got onto the bowl. Very close. Solid.
Well played, Lindsay.
Yeah, made good contact there with the target wood.
Fraction unlucky.
Bola dia bawah sikit juga. Kurang bola hang.
Yeah, come on, Connie. Oh, nice.
Ni pun cantik kat ni. Dapat bola Farah. Ada Farah
Very good.
datang.
So Isaac's changed hand here, looking to come around and just drift around the blue, but he's played it a little tight there. Weight was good for the job. Come with a little bit more, but
One
the
down.
area.
Short ball's about 4 inches now. If you split them, you would stay in its place.
Probably better down
If
here
you
to
turn
the red,
that
yeah,
onto it, we're like 20 inches behind.
So he's suggesting backhand, split the woods.
Probably can't play a load away because if you take them both away, you're going to have 3 or 4 on the tee. It burns. You're just looking probably for a yard,
Didn't sit right.
something like that. You can hold it up there with that.
Yeah, to be fair there, Buzz is saying don't overplay it. We don't want to kill the jack because Malaysia are holding a number on the tee. So the idea is just to rest into the bowl, split them apart, and try and stay for shot.
He said a yard, but I think he's if he's trying to split woods, he's after an old school yard, which is arriving rather than exactly a yard.
Yeah, just under the line there from Lindsay.
Count him, yes? Yes. Is it the moment? Yes. It covers there perfectly. You can't really do that. Just draw a shot now. Up to you. You can play there and beat that. That near counts as well.
As you can hear, lots of other rinks on the go. That sounds like
Yep.
Joe from Malta on the rink next door.
It's Joe representing Malta.
And the live scores of all those games are available on the World Bowls and Guernsey Indoor Bowling website, so you can keep up to date with how they're progressing through the session.
Alright, track's great. Oh, track it out there. Track it out. Counts. A good way.
So he's trying the draw again. Looks like he's got a better line. He's going to find a gap there. Down onto his shot wood. Just rocks him forward. Probably holding 2.
You're not going anywhere probably now.
Giving Lindsay a chance though.
Yeah, there's a gap opened up now, isn't there, on the backhand?
So playing that runner as expected.
Yeah.
It's got a bit more land. It's got to be closer.
You've got
Following it up and looking at it.
Still a couple of bowls tight, but in the target area.
It is.
The 2 to Malaysia.
We're just flashing up the latest scores from the other rinks across the bottom of the screen for you there. You see it's a good close match between Hong Kong and Japan at the moment, for example, 5-5 after 6 ends. Isaac did appear to be stood for the jack, but it's gone a little further than he was standing.
So the championships, as the name suggests, World Bowls 24. We've got competitors all around the globe. For us, far side of the world, Norfolk Islands, New Zealand, Australia, Canada, USA, and then coming towards Europe. We've got Spain, we've got Sweden, England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, South Africa further down, and then much closer, as you're watching here, Jersey, our neighbours, and we've got some Guernsey competitors as well. So good to see such a high quality field. It's always nice to well, play these events if you're a player, but as a spectator or streaming on it, I've enjoyed watching it, so I hope you've enjoyed it as well.
Yeah, certainly a lot of variety we've seen over the last couple of days. A couple more days of group games to come, and then we'll move into the knockouts and finals. Certainly be interesting to see how some of the groups are stacking up at the moment, and the details of those can be found on the World Bowls website if you go to the match centre. Decent draw here from Buzz. Nicely resting into the jack.
It's more like he can play. We've competed against him for a number of years. I don't know how many. Probably before you're born, Josh.
Probably.
That's always your answer to my anything I mention. That's before I was born.
I've played against him for a number of years as well. Always good fun to play against. Very nice chap.
And again.
Isle of Man seem to have their correct shirts on today.
Yeah, I can see how Spain did it, to be fair. It is in the same part of the spectrum, I suppose. It's definitely not the same colour, but it's red rather than orange.
So Isle of Man was searching for their shirts for their last game yesterday, and somehow Spain had picked up the wrong ones from the changing room, so didn't have a shirt to wear, so they had to use their, we'll call it their away collars. But Spain have brought them back this morning. They soon realised their mistake, but they couldn't get back to the green to give them their shirts.
Yeah, peace is restored. Buzz seems more interested in this one of Lindsay's bowls coming in here for Jersey. rests away on the closewoods.
Still a bit of room for Isaac to cut down.
Wow, that's a draw. You were just talking about how there was room. He's gone and drawn shot out of that straight away. Brilliant bowl.
So Lindsay's got to be just arriving.
I think so. Look to turn it through. Allow them to pick up a couple and get back in the set.
Just Woodall Jack's good. Slightly tight, you can ride off them.
Yeah. Jack's moving. It's 2 buzzers and probably not Lindsay's short one there.
Still a good turnaround.
Certainly give Malaysia something to think about here. Not easy to get to. There is potentially a shot underneath on the forehand. It does swing a bit there though, so a bit difficult.
The last was spot on, right on the jack. Jack line. I would, yeah. Alright, crack's good. Crack is good. Got a lovely price.
Interesting bit of time on the mat there for Isaac. Decided to go with the backhand bowl. It's like he tried to play it tight, possibly moving one of the front bowls up, but undergreened it and just come across into the back.
Well, one or the other, because he didn't have whether it was undergreened it or underweight. Not sure what he was trying there.
Well, I guess it's nowhere near the weight for getting under his own bowl into
his
to the shot wood.
Yeah, his bowls are relatively tight, so maybe on the forehand he thought he just couldn't get around the short one. I feel he would have, but you've got to be confident playing it.
Lindsay from Jersey is looking to follow up with another draw here and another counter. 3 or so would be very helpful at this point.
Yeah, I don't think that one's quite there.
No. Looks like 2 have been given.
He wants the third. Yep, he's asked for it. So wouldn't initially give it, but as soon as he said 3, it was immediately given.
Fair enough.
Waiting to see if he would actually ask for it or not.
Two Jersey players just having a conversation about where to put the mat and send the jack. Make sure it's at a length they think they can win on, going into the last end of the set. They need to make a 3 for a draw or a 4 for a win here.
So got the ticker at the bottom. You can keep track of your respective friends or countrymen. It includes this one here, 8-5 to Malaysia. Jersey have just picked up a little bit, but still down in this first set, playing the last end.
Come on then. Run now. Run. Run.
So a bit unfortunate for Jersey, 1 through, 1 short. They need 3 to draw, so 3 out the next 4 bowls basically need to count.
Yeah, Joey. This is a pretty handy starter. Great start. Very good. Now go with the jack. Jack 5. This side. That side. Is it line with the jack? No,
Well, nobody seems to want to get close on this one. Shorter ends don't seem to have nailed it too much. Isaac was definitely much more interested in this one. So Jersey need 3, but it's 3 inside that.
Line is very good. Get down there, left there. Smash. On the floor.
stay there, Joe. You just beat your own. You go pretty close. Is it check level or short?
Well, Lindsay a bit tight, turned her own up. Not sure if that shot, even from above it, more difficult to tell. So looks like Malaysia have got their support online. Their programme for bowls is very good. Started mid to late 90s. For Commonwealth Games 98 was their first big event. Probably a couple of years before that they were training and getting ready. And since then the sport of bowls has done well in Malaysia. You don't earn a living specifically from playing bowls, but I know the government will give you time off or help, so a lot of the players do work for the government.
How far is my last ball from the jack?
So I know both
My last ball.
both of these players do work for the government, so they get a bit of time off to prepare, which is always very useful.
My last ball.
Bowls is generally an amateur sport in the Northern Hemisphere. I know Australia, you have players who can play a lot more, but in the Northern Hemisphere, certainly in Guernsey for example, our players work full time, and any bowls is around that, and in international travel for any competitions, that's out your annual leave. So it is a big commitment, same as it would be in England or Scotland, but that's the commitment the bowlers make.
Could be 2, close. Same bowl. You get onto mine, onto that, Jack comes to here. Yes.
Lindsay playing more of a running bowl there by the looks of it. Down into the head. Oh, just missing the contact I think she was looking for on that front bowl.
Alright. Trying hard. You are trying very hard. You don't let it back.
So took the one. Didn't want to risk turning the front one up to give shot away.
Yeah, final score for that set's 9-5 after the 7 ends. So as Malaysia won that set, they'll be leading off with the mat and jack.
So if you haven't guessed by now, part of the way through the week, format we do get asked still sometimes is 2 sets of 7 ends. If you're still tied after that, after those 2 ends, then it's a 1 end tie break. So a bit of debate, but always quicker to call the umpire, see if it's made it to 23 metres. So these ITOs, very good, 4 of them representing World Bowls. They're your umpire plus, if you want to call it that, train as an umpire, national umpire, and then you can do an additional test, questioning, whatever you want to call it, testing of your abilities, and if you make the grade, you can become an ITO, and that enables you to officiate at even bigger events, so World Bowls or umpire or Commonwealth Games. I almost said the umpire games then, I don't know what that would be, although I know that when they go to these events they do have a sort of home and away umpires competition. They'll just have a not sure if it's an Ashes or what you would call it. And they were measuring.
Yeah, good effort again there by Buzz, just running through the jack. His first one was also just, no, she was pretty good weight. So just wanted to get round his zone, and I think that's pushed his weight through a little bit.
So I'm not sure of the timing of that chat that's come through, but Megan, if you didn't see it flash up, the score in the first set, 9-5 to Malaysia. Personal service, just for you.
So yeah, Jersey now needing to win the second set to force a tiebreak.
So the leads just haven't settled down on this one. Don't know the reason. Can be any reason on a given day. You play better or don't play quite to your potential.
Isaac just looking to draw underneath that short bowl of buzzers, but playing through a Dutch. There are a couple of Malaysian bowls through the head, so possibly also picking up the jack was an option. Close again for that same shot. Found the gap again though. Consistent down that line between the bowl and the jack.
Yeah, there's a big enough gap between the two that you have to pick one or the other. If you're aiming for the gap, you probably are going to get that gap.
Like that's on a slightly tighter line. Quite far away again. Made contact with it. Ara seems to like it.
Well, I know we've got the overhead, but even from here it's difficult to see who's holding. We'd certainly be guessing if we were lower down.
I think Lindsay's looking for a draw there down onto the blue bowl. Sounded like she made contact. Could be a few bowls involved here in this measure, but looks like Buzz has given Malaysia the shot.
So 1-0 Malaysia. Upstairs, Anne Easton working very hard on the live scoring. So grateful for her for doing that. She's being nice and sharp as always. Occasionally it takes a bit of time for it to make its way around the World Wide Web, but everything's working really well today.
It's like a bit of a longer jack this time, and don't know if Malaysia cut themselves out, but they seem a little ways through the head to start. Buzz is making a decent effort here.
Well done.
Right down to the jack. Great start there from him.
Throw over. Throw.
Farah now playing slightly tighter. Made contact with Buzz's wood. Yeah, I think she has. Well, she was close to flopping that out for shot. Pretty close between the two bowls now. And of course, plenty of other rinks going on here at the Guernsey Indoor Bowls Stadium, and all the live scores for those rinks can be found on the World Bowls and Guernsey Indoor Bowling website if you wish to keep up to date with those.
Hang on then. Hang on. Hang on. Right, Buzz.
Good shot from Buzz.
Sam over. You go on.
Made 2.
It's a bit of a, if you could do it to me, I can do it back to you sort of shot.
Right. Either way, really. Yeah.
Oh, he's giving it more
Go on
line.
then. Come on then.
Swings a lot at the end.
Good.
Definitely Buzz's best end. Holding 3. I wonder if Isaac will attack this. Go either hand, possibly on the forehand. There's a little gap here and there. Backhand, probably slightly less gap with these tight woods or tighter line woods. Yep, got on backhand. Plenty of weight, and he's in the target area. Oof, just one away. So close to clipping the front one onto the jack. And they've got the tee.
Beginning well here. Good.
So he's going again. Close again as well. Another one away. Probably has given
Yeah,
Jersey
got
the
2 in
spot
the
now.
tee.
Well, Lindsay's not far away. Drawing in there again.
Kalau nampak macam wind down tapi dua tu beza.
Yeah.
So still playing it on the hand this time.
Oh, oh, oh. Yep.
Wow,
So
one ball
close.
away.
Well, he took one of Buzz's away each wood. Unfortunately for him, Lindsay got one in. And still got a chance to get another one in. Didn't make that last little bit.
Going to drop around now and sit the bowl down. Buzz reckons it has. Yeah, 2 shots given to Jersey there. I think Lindsay there just suggesting that Buzz changes the where the mat's placed, so he's just moved that up the rink a little bit to shorten the length. Trying to play something different. So just pop the scores for this match for you at the bottom of the screen there. First set went to Malaysia, 9-5. And second set, Jersey are leading by 1 shot, 2-1 after 2 ends. And all the scores from all the other games can be found on the World Bowls or Guernsey Indoor Bowling Association website, where there's a live scoring sort of area which is being updated as the matches go along. Just looking out to the rinks at the moment. Rink 6 is first set went to Canada. It's currently all drawn at 3 shots each after 3 ends. New Zealand took the first set against Macau, China, and now leading by 1 shot in the second. The Botswana-France game got underway a little late, so they're just finishing off the... just supposed to be part way through the first set, but France currently lead by 3 shots, 6-3. Then Hong Kong, China against Japan. Hong Kong, China took the first set in a very close 6-5 and now lead the second. 8 shots to 1. And on rink 1, last rink here, Malta lead Hungary and Israel in the mixed pairs group round, 9 shots to 4, with the last end underway on the first set. Very good lead off by Buzz there, found the jack length that he put down. And his second bowl was pretty good as well. Farah playing up and through that, making good contact with one of the Jersey bowls and sitting in for a close second, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she was playing that or just overweight like the first one. First one went a couple of yards through. Either way, got the result. Lindsay willing it on, so fraction under. Still in the head, good wood. Lindsay can play this with confidence. If she does get hold of the jack, she should go with it if she's in the general target area. So I don't think there's too much danger for her.
Taking an aggressive line, but either not giving it the weight or the right green. Way to go for the draw.
Oh, he's very close here. Well played, always that. Made 2 out of that. That was tricky.
Yeah, Buzz just moving around to the front of the head there and taking a closer look.
On a direct plant that's right onto the jack. It's about 1.5 inches between the 2 shot balls here. I think you look to try and get in there with yard or so away. Turn on that and edge off it. You are here, yard behind.
So reaching for Lindsay.
Looking for the plant there on the bowls. Just got inside of it. Unlucky there not to catch the jack at all, or even down onto Isaac's bowl.
With the weight she played, that's probably the only line she could get and not do anything. It was a good effort.
Jersey's definitely got options there on the backhand. Got some woods behind the head that they can make use of playing into the closer stuff.
Just waiting for the firing wood next door. Very close again.
Well played.
Yeah, she got a result this time. Played into it well. Looks like that could be 2 shots at the moment, potentially. Depends if that's trying to work out if that's buzzers or.
That is, that's 2 for sure.
Yeah.
Fraction under there, so that's allowed Jersey in with their 2, I would say. Just get confirmation on the board.
Start. Danny, come with it. Good, well done. Shut it. Yep, good. Up. Yep, shut. Don't play that.
Cracking lead off from Farah. 4-1 down. So very useful. Try and get themselves back a bit of momentum.
Run, Buzz. Run, run. Okay, wait. Come over up. That's it, let's go with you. Come on. Okay. Para kau boleh sedia bokeh. Draw. Headshot. 3 bokeh. Okay, Bara. Come on.
Close here from Lindsay. Needs to get the other side of those bowls though. Just turns a wood up.
Turns
Farah's, yeah.
Turns Malaysia up for 2. But still a bit of a wall there now. So feel she's got options, and if she's a fraction tight, just riding off the wall. So she'll be playing similar.
Covering bowl there from Malaysia by the looks of it. Drawing towards the back. You can see the jack moving backwards here. Not far away this time. Just the other side of it. probably changes the angles if the jack does move. If Lindsay hits it on the backhand, more likely to bounce out now. She can't play that sort of fine weight anymore because she won't make it back to the two of Buzz's woods that were just behind the jack.
And Isaac's got the best back, so she's got to make up her mind whether she wants to just cut down or go for a shot. She's going for a shot. It's probably a couple of yards now.
What happened? Who has the shot? Okay.
Buzz always likes to get close to the head. So up to the players where they stand. We can't dictate that. So apologies if it just cuts out some of your viewing.
Yeah, the good thing about these cameras is they're really unintrusive, so they're not sat at the end of the rink putting players off. They're not thinking about whether they're stood in front of them or not. Most of them don't even notice them when they come to the stadium. So it's quite nice from a player's perspective. So it looks like 3 shots to Malaysia there. So now all even after 4 ends, 4 all. Just as a reminder, Malaysia won the first set 9-5, so Jersey needs to go ahead and win this set to force a tie break.
Good effort again, Con. Great shot, Con.
So Buzz just drifting through.
Good ball there by Farah. Nice draw to the jack. So still a little bit loose from the leads this end. Jack's a touch longer down on the tee, so might just be adjusting to the change in length there, but neither of them have quite found it. Found it with one bowl, has Malaysia.
So we hope you are enjoying this live streaming on World Bowls Facebook Live, World Bowls YouTube, and the Guernsey No Bowling YouTube. We're glad to be streaming a number of games this week, all day, every day, 7 sessions a day, and all in HD, so you can see good quality. I know my computer at home defaults to automatic download, which is not always HD, so if you're not seeing it very sharp, well, just go to your quality settings for how you're downloading, and if you're in HD, you'll get it nice pin sharp, see the same as we are.
So 4-4 after 4 ends in this second set. Somebody's looking, one of the teams needs to break away here. Malaysia won the first set, so Jersey really needs to get some shots, pull ahead, and look to win the second to force a tie break. Both teams still just playing through the head though with most of their balls. Looks like a good draw here from Isaac. Yeah, that's another one in. Looks like it's 3 at the moment to Malaysia.
So Lindsay, you hope you can beat that. You expect to beat that. Yeah, we always miss sometimes, but it's they're all beatable. Buzz is definitely interested.
Needs to stop soon though. Used the ball to do it.
Oh, so close.
Looks like they've called the called Isaac down to have a look. I'm going to favour the Jersey red bowl. Could well be wrong. How's that looking? I believe to draw in. If he rests through the red bowl, they could make a few. Certainly played the red bowl. He's moved it around. I'm assuming he's probably moved it out of shot ball position, but Lindsay Grecian from Jersey there is having a good look into it. We've probably got a better angle than got a decent angle here to look down on the head, see who's shot. Still fairly straightforward, I think, though, for Jersey. They need to draw one in. If they happen to catch the jack on the backhand, then it's only better for them. Well, it'll be interesting now to see who's ended up shot after that. I think it was Jersey, but then it was hit by Isaac. Moved around a little bit, so Buzz is having a first go with the tape. He's using a metal measure there. It's probably a technical name for that.
Yeah, it's called a measure.
That makes sense. That a string measure is a string. Tape measure.
There'll be a short intermission while the man operating the cameras falls off his chair.
So it looks like a shot was given the way of Malaysia. They now lead by 1 point with 2 ends to go. So 5-4 in favour of Malaysia with ends 6 and 7 to play of this second set. Jersey do need to win this to force a tie break, having lost the first set to Malaysia.
Yeah, good start, Buzz. Yep. Bit more, bit more, bit more. Good, well done. Only that. Oh yeah, nanti jalan tu. Jalan nanti, wait ya. Probably swap onto there. Well, if you've got the running, run it. Run past yours, Buzz. Run.
Oh, Buzz has just found the short wood there. Needed to get past that and down to the jack. Yes, he really got to get a couple of shots here.
Rice.
Well, Farah's made it.
Right.
Managed not to find any of the short bowls that were there. We're just going to flash a ticker across the bottom of the screen for you to give you an update on the scores from the other games. All the Scores are also available on the World Bowls and the Guernsey Indoor Bowling Association web pages with all the live scores, keeping you up to date on the progress of every game. Some of this session have actually now finished, and we're moving on to the session after. This being a mixed pairs game takes a little longer, and Izat has found his way past the short bowl there to draw in a second for Malaysia. A bit of pressure on Jersey here. They need to really get in and a shot bowl or two to give them a chance on this last end to win the set. Easy there, playing down the forehand. Got to make it round those short bowls. Or sneaking underneath. Not quite enough for a shot. Another yard would have done it. Another yard would probably have held around those short bowls as well.
Not quite there either.
No, it gives Jersey more of a chance.
Looks like she's pinched it a little bit.
Buzz is calling it down, but hoping it slips underneath. Oh, that doesn't look like it's enough.
About 18 inches.
Looking for a back bowl, perhaps.
Well, I think
Oh,
Farrell
Jersey's
was
got behind, but
just putting her hand to say a bit heavy, so I think they were expecting a draw. So 0 for 18 inches for Lindsay.
Come flick it in.
looks a little pacey. Oh, hasn't quite made the bowl.
Yeah, if it landed that, that would have should have got away with it, but not quite. It's very clear. They want to measure.
Yeah, that one is short, last one in. One down.
Still there. How's that ball? Close.
So, score of 1 there for Malaysia, so taking them 2 points clear of Jersey, 6-4. Which Means Jersey need a 3 or more here to win the set and force a tie-break end. Certainly potential for that. Probably down to Malaysia lead more than anything. If they can really get a good couple of bowls in, it helps keep their head nice and tight and prevent that big count from being lost. Opening bowl from Malaysia, going well through the jack and into the potentially into the ditch as well. Don't know. Seems that the Malaysia skip there wandered back as if to collect it from the ditch. Buzz has to do better than that, really.
Yep, you can just see the Malaysia bowl on the bank just behind the Jersey player by Lindsay's knee. So Farah's first one was in a ditch. Can't quite see from this angle when we're behind the bank if it stayed on an inch from the ditch or if it's gone in.
Just into the weight here a bit better though. Coming up to within 18 inches of the jack.
Run now. Run a bit more. Run. Run. Yeah, run.
Oh, Buzz has made the shot there. Important to do. They do need a 3. No, yeah, do need a 3 here to win the set.
Yep, have to win it to stay in the game.
And again.
Drawing well here. It's got to be up. Looks like he is up to the jack nicely.
Play Buzz. That's giving yourself a chance, or yourself and Lindsay. See what Isaac can do. So it looks like 2 for Jersey. So you might consider it a skip's end. The one who does the best is going to give yourself every chance. Either 1 more for Jersey or 1 less because Malaysia have done something.
Starting with a draw, looking to cut down nicely. That has turned Farah's bowl up and he's sat in to make second wood for sure.
Just one yet.
Now relies on Lindsay probably drawing 2 in there.
So Isaac's made the difference. Ozzy's looking interested. He's over it.
Just going to get around those.
Unfortunately, we can't see what it's going to do.
I think it's done enough. Quite possibly. We're going to have a better look on this angle here. Yeah, I fancy that set in for second bowl.
If you press your face against the screen like that, you're going to see it, yeah.
And I've got my glasses on.
Farah just arriving again, just giving another roll. Same as his first one was arriving. Sorry, Isaac to give Farah's a turn. But, still in Lindsay's hands.
Looks thereabouts. Running up after it.
Buzzes all over the head again.
Needs to make contact and run. I'm not sure it has.
2. It's got to be 2.
Yeah, I think it's 2 there. That's got another bowl to come. Isaac's taking a good look at the head there before going up to make his shot. Does he play something decisive and look to remove any option for Jersey, or try and draw another and make it more difficult? If he plays something with weight, he risks taking one of his bowls out, so I suspect it'll be a draw here.
Yeah, I mean, if he's got weight and it depends how much weight you or he would be thinking, but if it's delicate weight similar to what he played, he's just a couple of bowls tight, he's turning the Jersey one up for 3, so got to be really careful if he's making sure he's arriving. Go as if you're going to finish on the centre, make sure you're not tight. I think he's in the target area. He's got his own, surely.
Turning that up and in. Made second bowl there. Even though it rocked back, I fancy it for second. Lindsay has got an option of playing that front, that sort of slightly short red, and playing into it, or carry on down the backhand, look to sit her red and sit Isaac's out and stay for 3. She's played 2 on the backhand, so...
And she played 2 good ones there as well.
She did.
So they've just walked slightly in the way, but I was going to say you can see what they can see from the mat. So you can see the jack on the centre line.
Doesn't look that nice to get around those 2 blue bowls, does it? And then back to...
It doesn't, but she's played that well twice, so you know, she knows she can do it.
Yeah, and the rink does swing nicely, so got every chance.
She's looking interested.
She's playing more weight on the forehand. Did pull that shot first. Oh. How unlucky. Just needed for her red ball there to make contact with the closer red ball. Gave it a very good try though. Hit the target.
Certainly did, yep. Probably an inch or so wide, that's all.
Good match up between Jersey and Malaysia there. Malaysia walking away with the 2 set wins. Final score for that set was 7-4. After
that was 1 to
Jersey, was it? Just waiting on confirmation to go up on the board.
Everyone's looking around, nobody wants to say anything. try and find out.
In any event, Malaysia have won in 2 clear sets.
Yep, definitely 2-0 to Malaysia.
And coming up next on our live stream, I believe we're sticking with the same rink. It's going to be Natalie McWilliams of Scotland against Lisa Bonsor of Spain. So we'll see Lisa in action again. Saw her earlier today in the mixed pairs. Played some very good draws, so interesting to see how she does in the ladies singles. We'll be back with you shortly. Give us a short break before the